Let's see. Okay. Hold on. It should show. What? What? Yeah, maybe it's gonna take a minute. Oh, it's not on public. Shit. It's on private. Damn it. That was stupid. I'm stupid. Damn it. Ugh, what a dumbass. Dumb. Oh, I totally forgot to put it on public instead of private. So that's that's why it screwed up. Damn it. I totally spaced it. I had it on private instead of public. Ugh. The smoke's getting to me. I'm telling you. Why is it? Why is it doing that? Interesting. I'm hoping that my connection down here will be okay. When I signed up for the new internet package, they told me not to worry, that, I would be able to get internet all through my house. That wouldn't be a problem. So I'm hoping they didn't lie to me, but with those Xfinity people, they lie and they lie and they lie some more. Where are those pictures? Hold on. So we've had some really bad ash from the fires coming through. So I'll just show you guys. This is the windowsill. Let's see. This is the make sure there's nothing else in there. Yeah. That is my windows in the car. The front windshield. That's yesterday. And this is on the car itself. You can see all the. And when you're outside, it's like it was snowing. It was crazy. Here's some more ash. I don't know if you can see it. But I had to, hi, Paul. Good afternoon. But I had to literally go out like 4 times and sweep off my deck, sweep off the, or clean off the table out there. And then, has anyone ever seen one of these bugs? Look at that bug. I don't know what it is. I've never seen one before, but it's really ugly and it looks really creepy. Do you know what that is, Paul? It's green and brown. I was like, okay, I got to take a picture of this. I've never seen this. There's me and Sos on one of our walks. That was fun. Oh, shoot. I said the word. Damn it. This right here is my boss's cat, little bitch. She scratches on his $2,000 chair and he just lets her get away with it. Just lets her get away with it. Unbelievable. So today's 9/11. Here's my baby. There's my baby. Today's 9/11. Does anybody have any stories from 9/11? Oh, good. Thank God, because thank God, because I fed him. Sorry, I'm messaging my son. He's at work. Oops. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad because I can't take him out on a WALK because it's too hot. And, you know, the smoke isn't too bad. 1 second. Oh my gosh. 9-1. Hi, Winona. No, it looks like an invasive. I know it does, doesn't it? It was the day I went to divorce court with my first husband. It was so much drama the whole day. My ex-husband went crazy because he didn't want to let go. Aw, that was on 9/11. Wow. That's so crazy. It's just, doesn't time go really fast, you guys? What does he want? Ugh. It was a very strange day, and I bet I'm trying to remember. So 2001. So my son was 3. My daughter was 1. I was home with the kids. I was a stay-at-home mom for many years. And I just remember hearing about it. I wasn't in any, a lot of people can remember exactly where they were, that something that they were going through or whatever. I can't remember any of that stuff. I just remember I was at home with the kids and then I heard it on TV, and I was by myself with the kids, and it was really scary. But because I've always had the fear, when I was pregnant with my son, what happened was that's when those shows came out, like the end times, the apocalypse, and what is that one show that came out that it showed like an asteroid hitting the earth? What show was that? I know there's many, but around 1997, 1996, 1997, what show was that it wasn't the apocalypse? Oh, come on. I can't remember the name of it, but I watched that show and I literally had the worst anxiety ever. Ever. I was scared to death. I'm like, I'm going to have this baby and this is going to happen. I mean, you think of the weirdest stuff when you're pregnant. Like what would you do in these situations? Paul, I know you know all those movies. What was the movie? I remember watching it live on TV. It was a beautiful blue sky and the backdrop of the Twin Towers. I mean, you know what would be really cool is if everybody could get along and come together like, like they do in times of crisis like that, Because think about it. Think about how everybody was loving each other. Everybody was, I mean, not everybody, but, for the most part, people were being kind and respectful to one another, loving each other. And it seems as though it always happens after a crisis happens, right? What are you doing, Bubba's? And then, I don't know when it happens, then it goes back to normal, back to the asshole mentality. What are you doing over there? Hi, looking beyond. Boo. Boo. I was braiding my daughter's hair as we were watching the news and the second plane hit. We were both getting ready to go to court. My ex was fighting me for custody. He was trying to keep my daughter so that he could try to keep me. I took her over state lines and they summoned me back. Paul says it reminded me of Waco Infima massacre, April 9th, 1993. Looking beyond, are you saying boo to me? Well, thank you. Waco was Waco. It was crazy, crazy. Yeah, but don't you guys agree? Like, oh, somebody's walking around back there. You guys, hold on for 1 second. Sorry, I had to take that very important phone call. That was my boss. So, yay. Good news. All right. So, is it still just Paul and Winona? Yes. Okay. It says there's 8 people watching and only 2 people chatting. So, you guys, I appreciate you for chatting and coming in. Sosa's here, and Sosa is so anxious. See the smoke here, you guys. It's just been crazy. The ash, it's so weird. Thank God it's not volcanic ash, um but when you look outside and you see, excuse me, ash falling from the sky, it's so trippy. It's like it's snowing, but it's ash from fires. Oh, so they tell us don't go outside, don't turn on your air conditioner. If you do, put it on circulate only. Hi, word salad. Yes. How are you, dear? I'm getting a, didn't you see the, oh, ghost. Boo. I saw what you were saying. Okay. I thought you were saying like, I'm like, Looking Beyond's not a troll. Looking Beyond's been in here before. They're nice. I'm like, they're not booing me, are they? It's like, even if it's okay. I guess I didn't pay attention to the ghost. My head's like all crazy from the smoke. It's terrible. We're not supposed to go outside. Yesterday was supposed to be 89 around here, around these parts, and it was hot, but the smoke was all through the air, so it wasn't enjoyable, and we couldn't do anything. Right, buddy? You like my cup? Jesus is my influencer. Look, he's got a cell phone. Like and follow me. My daughter got me this. So cute. Do you want to say hello? Somebody's here. You want to say hi? You want to say hello? You want to say hi to the people? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Say hi. Come here, buddy. Say hi. I know you want kisses, but okay. Back it up. Back it up. So when he goes outside to go potty, I have to wipe the ash off of him. It's terrible. Okay, so you're going to knock down the computer and everything. So I know you're just such a... Say hi. Who's that? Is that Sosie? Is that Sosa? Say hi. Okay, don't lick me. Are you so handsome? Is that Sosa? Are you such a handsome boy? So we brushed him out a little bit. And okay, you want to see yourself again? You're a ham. You're a narcissist, Sosie, are you a narcissist? Are you a little narcissist? Are you a little narcissist? I love you so much. This is my baby. This is my baby boy. Are you my boyfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Do you have girlfriend? Do you have girlfriend? You better not have a girlfriend. Oh, look at that tongue. Woo! Never mind. I was going to make a comment about Leticia. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I won't. We don't want to make any comments about Leticia, huh, Sosie? Sosie does not like Leticia's voice, I'll tell you. Okay, back it up. Back. Go eat your bone. Go eat your bone. He has to be by me 24/7. Go eat your bone, buddy. No, you can't lay right... Honey, you can't lay right there. Babe, you got to move. Move it. Okay. I'm moving my chair back where it was. You got to move. Move it. Go lay down. Oh, my goodness. So, okay, I can see you guys up here, too. I remember being so scared for all the children in that building when Timothy McVeigh did that. Yes. He parked the truck right by the daycare center at the bottom for all the workers' children. Did you guys see? Yeah, word salad. He thinks he can sit and be wherever he wants. It's 62 degrees. You're lucky. I would love for it to be 62 degrees. What was I just saying? There's some people I saw on some social media site that were offering to get people's trucks and stuff, automobiles and everything out of the way for the fires here. So it's nuts. We could get an evacuation notice. I don't think so, but we could. Thank you, Winona. Winona, how have you been? Where have you been? He parked the truck. Yeah, like I said with the whole Leticia thing, I said, remember, the only thing I cared about was the baby. Because somebody said, you guys should really stop. You and some other creators on here should really just stop talking about her. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, listen, I had already made that video, the last one that I put up. I had already made it, so I might as well post it. And yes, I said once her baby's born, and I knew the baby was safe, okay? That's what I said. I wanted to know for sure what was going to happen with the baby. I mean, if she had the baby and we didn't know for sure that the baby was in foster care, or wasn't adopted or whatever, then I would still be, if she was posting, I would still be covering her because I would be interested in what's going on with the baby. But now that we know that the baby is in foster care, has some people taking care of him. And I guess, like I said, that email was real. It just, someone came in the chat and said that email was fake, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, that doesn't, I mean, it may have been, but to me, how? Where would they have gotten that picture of the baby? I don't understand. So I guess it turns out the email was real. It was just a different name. The name was changed. So whatever. Like, how would these people get a picture of the baby, if it wasn't real? Doesn't make sense to me. After this, I will be drinking some Red Bull. Bella likes to say caffeinated. I don't do any other drugs. I drink caffeine and I use nicotine. And pretty soon, someday, I won't be using nicotine. Winona, I don't think so. Well, she could be. But I've looked up some rosters, and I think some other people have, and I don't see her. It's been a couple days since I checked, but I didn't see her in jail. So maybe she is. I don't know. At first, I thought, well, maybe she got a strike on her YouTube channel, which would make sense. But then at the same time, she's not posting on her Facebook or her Insta. So it's like, I'm sure if she had a strike on her YouTube channel, she would be over there on her Facebook and Instagram because her, she won't shut up. So that's whatever. Hey, Brenda. Nice to see you, honey. Someone has been very active on her community tab, either Leticia or she's been hacked. They're saying some very bizarre things. Yes, I saw that. It doesn't sound like things Leticia would say, right? But is she doing it as a ploy? Who knows with that girl? I mean, listen, you guys, she's going to have to think of the next thing to keep people interested, right? She's going to have to think of the next ruse to get people to keep people watching her. She did get a suspension on you. Oh, she did? Okay. Oh, recently? Because I know she's had them before. So how come I wonder how come she's not posting on Facebook or Instagram either then? Because she has those other two social media sites. What are you looking at? Oh, Sosa's looking at the front door. He's like, what are you looking at, Bubba's? So I wonder why she's not posting on her other social media. Do you guys think she's still with her mom? Do you think she went back with her mother? Maybe she's at her mother's and she doesn't want people to know, after all the shit she's talked about her mom and her brother, maybe she doesn't want people to know she's there. You know what I mean? Or maybe a mental hospital. I thought about that too. But the only way she would have ended up in the mental hospital is maybe at court. But it sounds like, from what I've heard, that she was very respectful in court. She answered questions as she should. So I don't see them hauling her off to a mental hospital. I mean, yes, a Red Bull is better than crack or meth. I've never tried meth. I have tried crack one time. Yes, I think her lawyer advised against it as she has court in Illinois on the 14th. Ooh, that should be interesting. That should be interesting, Brenda. That should be very interesting. Wait, Brenda, you think her lawyer advised against what, hon? Being crazy? Or but you're never gonna survive unless you get a little crazy. I want to know, like, who would have access to her channel, or who would have hacked her? You know, it's the government, you guys. It's the government. Oh, against social media. Maybe, yeah. That's very true. Good observation. Yes, I think so. That could be. I did try crack years ago. My sister, my loving crack addict sister, I wanted to see my big sister. So I went to this little motel that her and her drug dealer were living at. And they were smoking crack. I didn't know anything about this stuff at that time. I was a little younger. And she's like, try it. I'm like, no, I was scared to death to try this stuff. She's like, just try it. So I took a hit of it. Literally, I started crying. I was like, I don't like this stuff. I want it out. I did not like it. I don't understand how people can like that crack cocaine. Well, we all know Hunter Biden does, right? That's Hunter Biden's drug of choice. That's for sure. Hunter Biden. So there's a lot going on these in these YouTube streets with Uni and Molly Golightly. I mean, oh my gosh, KJ, Molly Golightly, KJ, and everybody. And then we have Trisha Paytas, who is ready to pop any day now. I think I might start watching some of her cooking shows, her cooking videos, because she looks like she makes some good food. Most folks are one hit and hooked. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I didn't like it. Thank God. Nor did I like acid, Brenda. I tried acid twice. The first time I got scared to death. I didn't like it. I walked around carrying the Bible because I lived with this Filipino family. It was friends of mine and their parents. And we would, her mother cleaned motels. So she would have us go with her on the weekend to clean. And I had taken it like right before that, and I don't know why. But we took it, me and the girl, and I was trying to clean this motel with carrying around this Bible. I don't even know. I don't even remember what happened. But the second time I took it, I ended up going home. I stayed with my mom briefly. And I remember my mom calling, what was it called? Crisis Clinic. My mom, the drunk, called Crisis Clinic and said, my daughter took some acid and she's freaking out and blah, blah. And as she was talking to this lady, I was looking at the TV, and Sybil Shepherd was on a commercial. And all I remember, she started growing facial hair and a mustache. It was so creepy. I don't like drugs. For one, I don't like drugs, but other than nicotine and caffeine. But I don't like drugs that control my mind. I don't like that. If I'm going to do something, it's going to be something that I can still think for myself, where I'm not completely out of touch with reality. I don't like hallucinating. That freaks me out. I don't like hallucinating. I don't like seeing walls warping and bathroom floor. I don't like that kind of stuff. So my types of drug of choice would be like ecstasy, which was my favorite back in the day. I did that a lot. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Maybe speed, because I like things that give me energy. I'm a late 60s in the 70s gal. Yeah, I admit I did some experimenting also. Yes. I mean, why not? Then, you have kids and a family, then you never missed out on anything. 21 Craig Street, not Paul. I was a kid of the streets in the 80s. I did a lot of drugs back then. I've been in recovery since. I was 16, now I'm 50. Well, that's awesome, Winona. Good for you. I kind of was too. I mean, I found people to live with, but my mom booted me out at 15 years old and I had to find my way. So when my 24-year-old son is living with me and wants to bitch and complain about this and that, I'm like, buddy, you don't know what rough is. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, these kids these days, I'm like, you don't even know what rough is. I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. Like, what are you complaining about? I haven't cooked you dinner since you've lived here. I'm not cooking for you. But that's awesome, Winona. My mom was shooting up drugs with me in the 80s. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Your mother was. Hi, Kimber. How are you, hun? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I can't stand it when parents try to be their kids' friends, and it's disgusting. Like my boss, I was just telling you about, his father would come in his room when the kid was 8 years old, and his father would come in with a beer for him and smoke with him, and before school, have a beer, son, and then he'd sit there and talk about all of his problems. I settled down, have 2 sons, 45 and 47. I'm a great Grammy now. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Someday I'll be a grandma. But I'm hoping these kids, I'm hoping that these kids literally, that this world will get better. I don't know. I don't know if I want my kids bringing kids into this world. It's not my choice, but do I want? I mean, my daughter already said, Mom, I'm homeschooling. Like, when we have kids, I'm homeschooling. I'm not sending them to public schools. It's like you can't even trust schools anymore. Not only are they dangerous because of all the, active, whats, but then you've got the teachers implementing their own, ideology on our kids. Leave politics out of it. Don't push your politics on our kids. That's not but that's the way it's been for a long time. Mm-mm. Don't push politics on kids. Hey, girl. I'm a mother of 4, grandmother of 3. I've been in recovery for many, many years. So, Winona, and anybody else who's in recovery, please don't be ashamed to admit it, or discuss it. We're all loving people here. My grandkids are 26 and 27. Great. Oh, you have a great granddaughter? Oh, oh, that's such a blessing. Oh my gosh. Winona, what do you think it is that keeps you in recovery, that keeps you on the straight and narrow, that keeps you clean? What do you think it is? What works for you? Oh my gosh, December is when I have to do my trial for my divorce. I'm kind of getting a little nervous. Yikes. It was his birthday a couple days ago, and I texted him happy birthday. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Kids today. I know. Well, I'm old, girl. Next month, I mean, I'm old enough to say that now. Kids today. My granddoggy is wearing me out. Literally. I almost had a nervous breakdown the other day because my son was pissing me off, and I just want to be alone now. Do you guys ever feel like that? Well, those of you who are married, probably not, but I just want to be alone now. I've done my job. I've raised my kids. You know, I've instilled good values and morals into them, and I've done whatever, right? What I'm supposed to do, my job. Well, I'm ready. You know, he's moved out, but he's come back, and it's like, I'm ready for him to go. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, dude, I need to move on with my life, you know? His dad gets to move on with his life. He's not taking care of either kid. Ugh. And I'm taking care of the dog, which I love the dog. He keeps me exercising, this one. I've done way too many drugs in my almost 64 years of living. Now I only smoke some weed. That's good for you. That's nothing. Unless you smoke it like Leticia. That's a problem. If you cannot cope with life or function without it, I'd say that's a problem, you know? And I don't like the way MGL puts people down who, you know, parents who may have kids that are on drugs. Like that Michelle girl, and she's a life coach, remember, but life coach, MGL. But she told Michelle, because Michelle said, I'm glad that my son is in jail because he's a heroin addict, right? She said, I'm glad he's in jail because then he's not on the streets shooting up and could possibly die. Of course, if you've ever dealt with someone in your family or a loved one addicted to drugs, especially a drug like heroin or crack cocaine, they're shooting it up or whatever, of course you're going to be happy when they're in another place and where they have less access to it. Yes, you can still get drugs in jail, but it's not as easy. So for MGL to say you must have been a shitty mom because your son is a drug addict, and because you say you're happy he's in jail, you're a shitty mom. I think that's horrible. For one, you can be raised in the best way possible, have two loving parents, you know, have money, have, you know, love, have everything you could ever want, siblings, and you could still end up a fucking drug addict. Excuse my language. It's not only, listen, it's an epidemic right now. And it has been for a while. So if somebody happens to get hooked on drugs, it's not always the parent's fault or the mother's fault. I think that's disgusting to say, and I don't know how anybody in her chat can support her, unless it's all people who have never experienced having a loved one addicted to drugs. I got you hooked on, Leticia. I'm sorry. It's just not an option to do drugs. I don't let it be an option. I don't let bad behaviors be an option in my life, and I'm generating a generational curse breaker. Well, that's good. It's just not an option, right? And if you wake up and tell yourself that every day, then I understand. I'm alone now, not by choice. 4 years ago, I found. Oh, Brenda, I'm so sorry for your loss, honey. Oh, I can't even imagine. You were still married and you lost him that way. Oh my gosh. And you've had to find him. I can't imagine finding a loved one gone. I don't think I could ever recover from it. I don't. I think I would be a mess for a really long time. So that is awful. Yes, everybody put hearts in the chat for Brenda. Just losing somebody at all that you're close to, but your husband, I can't imagine losing a spouse, a child. I mean, our parents always pass away, but that's to be expected, you know? You don't expect that a child or a spouse is going to be taken from you. He just returned. Oh my gosh. So you guys, we're gonna be able to spend your time. I tripped over him as he was in front of the door of the floor. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. So, like I've said before, you guys, many of us are going through things in life, right? And all of us are going through something. Um, some worse than others, but I don't understand the hate and the purposely trying to hurt people on social media. You know, um, oh, John Michael Montgomery was injured. I read this yesterday in a serious accident. He sang a song that we played at our wedding. Anyways, so at our reception, I should say, the first song we danced to. But people need to be nicer to each other on social media, in life. It's like I've been wanting to have a glass of wine or a beer every night lately. And I've thought, I keep planning, okay, tonight I'm going to have a beer. I'm going to go live and visit with everybody, or I'm going to have a glass of wine. And then I just don't. And I don't know why. It's like I want to, it sounds good, but then the time comes and I just, doesn't sound good anymore. But my mother was an alcoholic. So, and my grandmother. So I don't know if subconsciously it has something to do with that or not, but I love wine. I don't know. I got another chair, you guys, a discounted chair. My husband is 61 now, so that's pretty scary to hear. Well, like I said, next month I'll be 55 and I feel like and I'm not trying to sound negative or depressing or whatever, but I feel like for me, it's only a matter of time. It's like once you hit 50, it's like, I don't know. That's just the way I feel. Especially with the people in my family and their health and stuff. Okay, Kimber says, I follow a community on YouTube that bullies a lot of other people just because they don't like them. It's horrible, and I've been disconnecting myself from it. That's good because what do you think? How do you think our life's going to go, or how do you think our days are going to move along when the first thing you wake up before you're heading to work, or if you have a day off or whatever, if the first thing you're doing is listening to people fight on YouTube, you know, or Facebook or whatever, Instagram. My husband was a Harley riding, balloon flying wild man. We'd known each other since high school. We had a great life together. I'm very blessed. Well, that's awesome that you got to spend your life with the love of your life. A lot of people don't ever find that. So God gave you that blessing, right? You have lots of good memories. It sounds like you had a long time with him. People can be mean. It's called the Chosen One community. Chosen One. What does the Chosen One mean, Kimber? Do they pick people out that they're going to go after or something? Chosen One. Did you guys hear about? Okay, this is going to be a story I'm going to follow. I have a lump on my leg. Ooh. I've never felt that before. So, anyways, it's those 2 kids. One of them was a all-star football player for his school's football team, and they went camping, and then they left the campsite, or they left where they were, the area that they were. Supposedly, this is what happened. And then this man, who's like only 51 or so, ends up dead in another area, like an hour and a half away. Well, eventually, authorities put 2 and 2 together. They saw the footage in the man's house of the 2 people that were in there that did the killing, and they end up finding out that it's these 2 boys from this high school. And one of the boys, I mean, he looks so innocent and so sweet. It's nuts, but they had the I guess they had the I can't think of them. The first court appearance, what's it called? I can't think right now. Anyways, they did that. I'm going to be following this because something's off. So then they found out a little bit more that the guy that got killed used to date the mother of the football player, right? And I guess they had broken up recently or whatever. I'm wondering, so they make up this story that this biker gang put them up to going in there to steal something from this man. Well, authorities say there's no biker gangs in the area. That this just doesn't make sense. Why would they recruit a young kid to go into a man's house and steal something, and then they end up killing him? Something is not, sounding right here. So, it's just, I'm wanting to know what. So they were looking for something in the safe, I guess, that they went in to steal, but they didn't end up taking anything. So I'm wondering what it was that man that used to date his mother did. He had a sister as well. It's like, did he find out something bad about this man? Did he do something to the sister? Did he do something to the boy? What happened to make these kids go after this guy? Something smelling fishy around here. Autocorrect isn't your friend. Oh, your husband had recently been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. It took him swiftly. So that's what he passed away from, Brenda? Okay. Yes, I thought Chosen One was, yes, I used to watch that. I thought that sounded like, but I was like, that's not a channel that's like a bully channel. That was a channel where he would interview the drug addicts. So that kind of threw me off. The Chosen One. Yeah. So wait, that's a bad community? Hold on, I'm turning off this. Oh, fan. AC fan. Arraignment. Okay, that was the word. Sorry. I was like, okay, I know they went to the first court thing. It's called the arraignment. I had to think of that word. Yeah, the Chosen One community is a mean community. Tom don't bully. No, it's spin-off channels from him. That's okay. So I'm so curious about, I want you to hear, I'm hoping, I'll just put in here, my copyright fair use stuff. But I want you to hear what I'm talking about. It's very interesting. Okay. Okay, well, I can just read it to you. Okay. Okay, so this is what it said. And this is out of Olympia, Washington, too. So Washington teen accused of faking disappearance. So they were looking for this missing teen as they find this dead man, right? It was in two different areas. So they were looking for him in his disappearance. He faked his disappearance, killing his mother's ex-boyfriend because biker buddies threatened him. A 16-year-old teen went from missing to a murder suspect within the span of about a week because investigators allege he faked his disappearance and killed his mom's ex-boyfriend. 16-year-old Gabriel Davies was reported missing August 31st to the Thurston County Sheriff's Office, who said he disappeared under suspicious circumstances. He reportedly left his home in Olympia that day to go to a football practice at his high school, but never showed up. His car, however, was located near the 1500 block of Tilley Road South. Davies was reportedly seen walking alone that night, and he was found the next day, September 1st, at 10 p.m. Also on September 1st, Pierce County Sheriff's Office deputies conducted a welfare check at a home on the 21700 block of 190th Street East in Orting because a 51-year-old male had not shown up for work in several days. Deputies gained access to the home and found the man deceased from a gunshot wound, but no firearm was found. The victim was Daniel McCaw. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office said investigators arrested two 16-year-old males Friday, September 2nd, on charges of second-degree murder, first-degree burglary, and unlawful possession of a firearm. Davies also reportedly faces a first-degree murder charge. So Davies is the football player guy. Yoon is the other one. They can't find any at the point I saw the interview or saw it on TV. They haven't found out any information about this other kid, Yoon, the guy that was with him. I don't know why they were saying on that interview that they were at some camping area. Anyways, Davies, who had just been found, was one of those two people. The other was identified as Justin Yoon. According to the probable cause affidavit, when deputies went to McCaw's home on September 1st, they reportedly smelled what they thought was the odor of a decaying body. Coming out from the front door of the house. They also reportedly saw a dog running outside via a dog door. So these kids, I guess, also they came in through the dog door. That's how skinny they were. They were two skinny boys. Deputies found an unlocked door leading to the laundry room and noted possible blood spatter on the washing machine or dryer. When they walked further into the room, they discovered McCaw's body surrounded by a significant amount of blood. Fire department officials arrived and found a shell casing near McCaw, as well as a gunshot wound to the temple. The affidavit says investigators initially believed he could have died by suicide, but that was ruled out once it became evident that McCaw had been both stabbed and shot. The medical examiner noted McCaw sustained a gunshot wound to the head and abdomen and several stab and defensive wounds across his body. McCaw's body reportedly started decomposing, and maggots were visible along the neck and shoulder. Detectives found an empty rifle magazine on the flood, as well as numerous gun casings and ammunition reloading equipment in the home. Detectives learned during the investigation that McCaw dated Davies' mom, Yoon's father reportedly called deputies to report he had information about a crime allegedly involving Davies. This is where the father blames the other boy. He puts the other boy at both the stabbing and the shooting, and his son is completely in another room, according to him. According to the affidavit, investigators started noticing holes in Davies' story. When Davies was found following his alleged disappearance, detectives noted, however, that Davies had no injuries to his feet or lower extremities that would be consistent with having been walking through the woods for 36 hours. Davies' car that had been found on Tilley Road reportedly had damage to the outside as well as suspected blood on the steering wheel and door panel. Davies' dad also reportedly called a Thurston County detective to say his son played a role in McCaw's death. The dad allegedly claimed McCaw's biker buddies approached Davies to steal something from McCaw's house and threatened him if he didn't do it. Okay, Davies' dad is the one who says that his son was in the other room and that the other kid was the one. According to Davies' dad, Yoon and Davies allegedly snuck in the home through the dog door, and Yoon stabbed McCaw. Davies allegedly heard a gunshot as he went to the garage to get an item out of McCaw's safe. The teens reportedly got rid of the gun near the home. The alleged biker buddies were reportedly members of a specific outlaw motorcycle club who pulled Davies out of his car, and he claimed the blood found inside the vehicle was from the bikers smashing his face against the interior of the car. Upon his arrest, Davies reportedly showed detectives where he and Yoon got rid of the guns they stole from McCaw's house. Detectives also found a small bag that contained 12 throwing knives, another pouch that contained 6 throwing knives, and an additional 3 knives that were still in their sheaths. So, hold on. They said in that, they said that they didn't take anything from the house. So that's interesting. The authorities, the interview I saw yesterday, said that they had not taken anything else from the house, but I guess they took some knives. I have seen stuff about Gabriel. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you all. I have dinner date. Have a great. You too. Be safe, Brenda. Thank you for chatting with us, honey. It says there's 14 people watching. How many people are chatting? 3? Come on, you guys. If you're watching, come chat. Hi, Candace. How are you? How are you, darling? Don't be shy, you guys. If you're watching, come on and say hi. Okay. There's another. Oh my gosh, I can't. There's so many people, you guys, that are being killed. It's crazy. So many people being killed. Unbelievable. Okay, what else is going on with everybody? Like a thrill kill. Hi, Jolene. Okay, Jolene's plucking her eyebrows. I need to do mine. Jolene. I'm doing some afternoon cleaning and some drawing. Okay. Yeah, if you guys can't chat and you just want to say hello, that's fine. Because I watch people and I can't sit and answer questions and chat and say hi to people and do all that because I'm busy and I just want to listen. So I get it. Believe me. So if you just want to stop for a second, whatever you're doing, say hello, let me know you're here. That would be great. Thank you for the serenade. You're welcome. I think I'm going to do that every time you come in now because it makes me think of that song. You've been stuck on the Kylie. So the Kylie, yes. What everybody, oh my gosh. The last thing I saw is I saw them dissecting some photos, Kimber. dissecting some photos and showing that they obviously were photoshopped because they weren't lined up how they were, how they were supposed to be. I love that song too. So what are they trying to prove? Are they trying to prove that, what are they trying to prove? Obviously she's passed, right? So are they trying, I don't get it. I don't get what they're trying to prove. That some of the stories they're not being honest with some of the story, or they're trying to cover up for who did the murder of her. Because right now, the authorities are trying to make it say it's an accident, right? I did watch the interview of her mother, or not the interview, but she spoke at the where everyone got together and celebrated Kylie's life. If it was an accident or murder. Okay. I think it was a murder. I don't think it was an accident at all. And I think, I don't want to say things, I don't want to get in trouble, but I think that people close to her were involved with it. I think it was definitely people very, very close to her. I'm pretty good. How have you been? Crazy how TLC has just stopped posting videos, right? Over here anyway. She signed the baby away. That's all that matters, kind of. I know. I can't wait now, Candace, to find out who the baby daddy is. Yeah, I believe her. I believe it was. I don't think. Okay. The fact that she was found not in the back seat, but in the back trunk, like compartment back there, that's very telling. Because if there was an open window and a cracked window, why would somebody crawl all the way back to a more enclosed area to try to get out? That doesn't make sense. Thank you, Winona. Yes, thank you. If you guys would be so kind as to give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. And make sure you're subscribed so you can we can chat. You can get notified when I go live. Or post videos. There's just some weird things about the case, but yeah, I don't understand that point of it. So, and then another thing is, why did the police not find why did it take people from YouTube to go out? I know that's what they do, but they had already looked in that area. How could they have missed it? I don't get that either. She crawled in the bag to get her weed. Jolene, are you talking about Kylie, the girl who's passed away? That's just all I know. If I was going down, there's no way. I'm claustrophobic anyways, so if there was a window for me to escape from, I would not be crawling into the back part of my car where I'm even more enclosed. I thought you meant Latiti. That's okay, honey. I figured you're like, okay, you thought we were talking about Latiti. But Latiti, would do that, Jolene. Even if her car was down, even if her car was going down, that's the first thing if her weed was placed in the back, she would be like, I can't forget my weed. I got to get my weed, right? That's pretty sad, I must say. So no more posting. She still hasn't posted anything. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Hi, B lady. I'm doing good. B lady, what do you think about Kylie? Do you think she Do you think it was an accident, or do you think she was unalived? Ooh. I did hear something about the seatbelt. I see a lot of people on social media that cry and whine and beg when they're out of weed. Really? Well, I know one of them is Shiny for Christ, Jolene. Is that one of them that you're talking? Oh, Lord. Um, where is TLC? Does the owl know? I don't know. Nobody knows where she is, B lady. No, we're talking about right now. We're talking about Kylie Rodney, the one who was found dead underwater in her car. But why are they going through all that trouble to change the photos and do all that weird stuff? That's really strange, isn't it? Chicky baby. Is that the one that jump ropes, or is that another one I saw that was screaming at her mom, saying it's her mom's fault. She didn't get her back fixed when she was a young girl. Oh yeah, Billy. There's a lot on Kylie right now. Well, people are giving Ryan Upchurch a really hard time because, well, he was saying that it didn't happen in the first place. He was saying she wasn't real. Then he admitted she was real, but something's still sketchy about this case, and I agree. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but wait, what did I say, Kimber? Oh, is that the one, Jolene, that was crying about screaming in the phone in her car, something about her mom not getting her back fixed when she was 14 or something? Is that one? Ryan Upchurch is a singer, B lady, so that might be where you know him from. Photoshop. Oh, okay. About the Photoshop pictures. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you. So if you look, I started following this gal. What's her name? Candice Star. It's a big conspiracy day. What do you think happened on this day back in 2001? 9/11. It's a big conspiracy day. Word salad. She says her mother needs to take care of her child. She is 30. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's her. Oh, yuck. Why do they scream in the phone? You know, they just scream. So this gal, her name is Candice Starr. I thought it was Candy Star. I don't know why, but Candice Starr. And she goes over some stuff with this case too. And there she talks about the seatbelt. That's right. 9/11, never forget. That's right. We were kind of talking about that in the beginning, word salad. Um, if you guys want to go over to Candice Star and subscribe, I'll let you hear what she says. Oh my gosh, Jolene, she's so weird. What is with these people? Okay, so listen to this gal. I like her, Candice Star.
Hey babes, hello, good morning. So I'm literally going over this interview, and I'm only 34 minutes and 40 seconds in.
Can you hear it?
And
It's so quiet.
3 pages of red flags.
Red flags.
Okay. The baby's awake. I'll just sit over here. So just in case she comes.
Can you guys hear this?
You don't see a naked baby. We're potty training, and it's so hard because she don't understand the concept of pulling. She was only missing for 3 days. So how is something a common misconception? So that's what made me say, you know what? I want to review this because something's not right. And oh my God. I'm just going to skip through this. I'm not going to play the video. You guys can watch it.
You can hear? Okay,
I'm
thank
sure
you,
already
Joanne.
have. So the first things I wrote was the interview was a month ago on August 9th. So the video was taken a month ago, okay? The video, the live stream was recorded 1 month ago on August 9th. She was reported missing on August 6th, which leaves 3 days from when she had this interview, okay?
She's talking about the friend had the interview.
I put Sammy and that common misconception. That's what I was looking for in the video, and that's why I wrote all this down, trying to, you know, I started picking up red flags, looking for that common misconception part, okay? So the first thing she says is, the last one to contact her. She was the last one, let's underline that, the last one to contact her, and she was with her all night. Oh, kids are around here. So she mentions, you know, oh, she notices kids are around here. So she understands that she's an adult. To call a child, you understand that you're an adult. Okay?
Kimber, I agree.
She said she was taking shots with Kylie and sharing the cup with Kylie all night. And I feel like that was to say, like, yeah, she could have been drugged. So she might have even been drugged, because I feel like it's the opposite of everything that she is saying, literally. And I'll show you why. I'm not just going to say this and not show you why, okay? She went to the car to charge the phone. Kylie and her went to the cars to charge their phones. She acts confused. And Doug says, what were you guys talking about in the car? And she says, you know, talking about charging the phone. And texting her mom. So, the party ain't over because you're charging your phone to continue to party. But you were talking in the car with Kylie about charging the phone.
And
talking to
texting
Kylie
her mom.
about texting her mom. Okay.
So
So
I'm not going to play the whole thing. She makes some good points. I really like listening to her. So if you want to go to Candace Starr, I'll share carry portable batteries to charge their phones other than me. I'll share this in our group in the hold on. No, I want to share her channel, not her post. Hold on. I'm going to share her channel. Share. Okay. To copy link. Let me go back to my channel. Go down here.
copy link.
Okay. So this is her channel, you guys. You should go subscribe to her and listen to her thoughts on the case. I think she's very interesting. And Sammy says Kylie was very drunk. That's why she found another ride home, but let her friend drive drunk. Friends don't let friends drive drunk, right? If they were that close, they were best friends, good friends. No, you wouldn't just let your friend. Oh, and then she was going to find another ride home, but with who? Like, you would just let your good friend stay at a party, not know who they're going to drive home with, or let her drive drunk? Like, that makes no sense either. And also what I was listening to is where she was found was at AWP. They were saying, is that their name? I think it is. They were saying how the road that you have to take to get to that area where she, the reservoir, the water where her car was found, that it's not just a common road, like a regular road you would drive down. He said you would almost have to have like a four-wheeler, 4x something, 4x to get down there. So it's just, everything's really weird. I don't either, Kimber. Something's up with that. Yes, I have that. You have to make sure, I'm never away from the internet. But you have to make sure it's charged, right? Or is it the solar one? B lady, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's really cool, the work that they do, AWP. I absolutely. I mean, there are people on YouTube who are actually making a difference, There are people on YouTube who have a motive all the time. They have goals, they're doing something to better the world. They're doing something instead of like fighting with people online. So, when people ask for money or say, "Oh, my mom should be giving me money," or whatever, it's like, what's going on? Sorry, I don't know what just happened. Those people, don't give your money to them. Like people like AWP, I have no problem supporting people like them. You have to keep the portable charger charged and also the hotspot, but you can also run the hotspot. Yes. See, so you have to always remember to charge that. Yes. But there's also solar ones. I think I have a solar one too. But I think I'm gonna get off here, you guys. I've been on here an hour and a half. Sosa is laying by the front door. I know he wants to go out. I gotta go out and check and see what the air quality is like. I gotta look it up, if there's any ashes falling. But it's been hot. Like, I don't like to take him out when it's too hot either. Yes. Yep. See, so there's something. I wonder how many other cases have been, like this, but people have either been afraid to challenge it, or there's a lot of people that don't mind being flat out disrespectful on some things, and I think that's wrong. But it's okay to question things. People are shady. Some of these people, that, in law enforcement, a lot of these people are shady. Yeah, B lady, she's really good. I like her. I'm glad too, Kimber. Oh, B lady, we've had fires around here, so ashes have been falling since yesterday. Literally falling down from the sky. That's kind of scary. It is. And then that the heiress or whatever, that jogger gal. What is going on? People are going nuts, you guys, in this world. But it was so nice to catch up with you guys. Too close for comfort, B lady. But we haven't gotten any evacuation notices or anything like that, so we're still good. But they have told us to stay inside. If we're going to use our air conditioner, do it on recirculate. Don't go outside and hang outside. Thank you, Word Salad. You too, honey. Kimber, Winona, B lady, all of you guys, Jolene, Paul, all of you guys, have a great day today. And always, we never forget September 11th. Have a moment of silence for those people who lost their lives that day. If she was even a little drunk, she could have landed in that water. Those roads up there are mountain terrain. If you will, I used to live in Northern California by there. Oh, you too, Candace. I hadn't seen you comment for a while, so yes, I'm so glad you came. It was nice to see you, honey. Me too, B lady. It's kind of scary. I don't like having to be stuck inside. I have things to do. Um, and this one is getting anxious and he's wanting to go out. So, and when he comes in and there's ashes on him from outside, that's a little freaky to me. All right, you guys. God bless. Have a great Sunday. Relax. You deserve it. We all deserve to relax sometimes. So, all right. Oh, if you want to join my members, it's on my it should be on every video, like in the description. So, if you want to support the channel by joining members, that would be great. You too, B lady. Have a great day. I will stay safe. See you later. Bye. Sosie, say bye. He's snoring. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.